know what time it is. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. We are back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to run the evening session for a couple of hours. Hope everyone's doing well, man. We're back in the mix. It's CPI Eve. CPI is going to be interesting tomorrow. If we pop back up, man, this thing is rigged. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another episode of the Infinity Shop. Hope you guys are doing well, man. We're back at it. I think we got TikTok moving. Let's go. All right, let's see how this thing works itself out. I gotta just put it somewhere where I can see it. Ooh, can I move? I gotta move this thing like over here somewhere. Maybe like right here. I hope this works. Can I put this over here? All right, let's rock it like that. Let's see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. We're back in the mix, man. Let me turn this thing on. Reset. Bulls are trying to reclaim 25,000. Somebody in the Discord was like, somebody bought up into the close. So tomorrow's CPI is going to be very interesting. We've seen CPI go 500 points and then extend to 1,000 into the next days. It's possible. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We are back in the mix. Hold on one second. Oh boy. Wow. Very interesting. All right, we're back. Let's see how this TikTok thing does. We'll see. We can minimize it. All right. Shout out to Prolific Trades. What's going on? We back in the mix, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the lights going early. Let me see if that is the correct. All right. Prolific Trade says, let's pass some evals. Asia, $25 one day reset. Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna say something about that in the chat. I was gonna text you about that. Or ping you in the Discord. I was like, 25, not bad. That's like a little 90% extension, a little bit. Because sometimes that reset is like $70, $80. So yeah, we'll see. All right, let me jump on here and make sure everything is moving correctly. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Not bad at all. Definitely got some to reset. Yep, same here. Man, I was running through them. I was definitely running through them. All right, let me make sure. We are good. All right, am I on the right? I think I'm on the right. I think we're good. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hope you guys are doing well. We're back in the mix. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let me go to that's another thing. What? Okay. All right. I think this looks a little better. This thing. Okay, that's interesting. We're getting used to this. We're getting used to this TikTok platform for the live. Get a all right, yeah, this is interesting. We'll figure it out. Whoa, what is that? I think it's a mosquito. Mosquito's trying to tackle me. Let's get the mosquito. Shout out to Team Massive. Blessings, brother. What's going on? Shout out to Team Massive in the chat. All right, I'm trying to see how this thing looks. It looks all right. Decent. It's like out of the way, right? Yeah. We'll rock with it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the YouTube universe. Shout out to the TikTok universe. We are in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We just challenged 25K again. Oh no, did we touch it? We did. Well, that looks like it was at the open. Yeah, 25K is the battle zone for NQ. That will be the battle zone. Shout out to Team Massive. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Prolific says, I would love to see them clean up yesterday low, then we buy up to dump again, or vice versa. Yeah. This is going to be interesting, man. CPI can send us either direction, man. Like, they could send us in either direction. All right, I need my charger too. I need my charger. Yeah, 25K is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, Prolific, I got a couple evals. Well, I think I'm going to try to pass some 250Ks tomorrow. Oh no! Tomorrow's delayed CPI report will mark the first inflation reading since September. Okay. I thought they said they were delaying it again. I was about to say, how many times are you guys going to postpone it? Don't postpone it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the YouTube universe. We are in the mix. All right. And make sure if you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream. We got two streams going on YouTube. Multi-stream. Okay. Shouldn't the little thing pop up? It's all good. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Dennis. What's going on? Kenyan Hot Sauce is back in the building. What's up, man? How's everything going? Dennis says, good evening, boss. I am having difficulty resetting my eval. Please, can you help explain how on the new dashboard you have to go to, I think it's like they put it in like a weird spot. You have to go to like, I want to say account billing. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Okay, Prolific got it. Prolific says go to active accounts. See if that works. Shout out to Dennis. Kenyan hot sauce is in the building. Active evals. Yeah, I think I was looking for it earlier too. Like on the on one list it just says cancel or update credit card. You gotta go search for it. That's by design. By design, they make you look for it, man. By design, man. They know what they're doing. This is a business. This is a business, bro. No, it does not work on active account. Okay, let me double check again. I know it was like in a weird spot. Christian Smith, what's the word? How's everything going, man? Shout out to Christian Smith in the building. All right, let me see. B. Hendricks, what's going on? 007. JT, what's up, brother? How's everything going? Shout out to JT. Shout out to Christian Smith. Shout out to everybody in the chat. How's JT? Oh, yeah, he had a different name, right? That's what it was. All right, we'll do both. Shout out to JT in the building. All right, we got the TikTok. Now I got to pay attention. I know there's like a TikTok something going on. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Whoa. I need to get used to this TikTok platform. I'm trying to learn it. I'm going to learn this thing up. We're going to figure it out. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Tay Diggs in the building in TikTok land. All right, let's figure this out. Ooh, boy. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Tap that screen on TikTok, man. Let's go. I'm usually on YouTube, but we're trying this TikTok thing out. We are in the mix. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right. Okay, let's see what happens. Right now, we are playing off VWAP. Let me go. Where's the... Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. JT says he's just at work tuning in. Shout out to you, JT. JT, you killing it, man. Keep it going. You got some powerful accounts, man. Those 150Ks are real. I have two. I got two now. Two 150Ks. I haven't activated them yet. But I'm trying to pass some 250Ks tomorrow too. So that should be interesting. We'll see what happens. Let's see if we can play this CPI volatility. All right, I think we're good. Let me double check. Shout out to JT. Shout out to Devin. What's going on, Devin? What was I looking for? Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? think I have to like, it's detected data to appear on your, didn't appear in the past 2 minutes. Try using a mobile device to view. Okay, got you. This is very interesting. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out. What if I overlay it over here? Ooh, I don't know about that. Kinda. That's alright. Decent. Alright, we'll see. We're just gonna play with that. Background piece. Content size. Okay. Okay, that thing is gonna be annoying. Let me see. Move it over here. We're gonna figure it out. It's cool. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Happy Wednesday. Mr. Koski's in the building. What's going on, Mr. Koski? How's everything going? Shout out to Christian Smith in the building. Shout out to B. Hendricks. The Mod Squad. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to B. Hendricks. Shout out to Prolific. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis, did you figure it out? Did you figure out how to reset? They smart, are they? My Apex guys, I call them my black. Yeah, but look, they know what they doing. Then it says yes. Okay, good. They know what they doing. All these props know what they're doing, man. Be aware, they know exactly what they're doing. Their bottom line is number one. All right. Making sure everything is working. I want to make sure this lines up with TikTok. Shout out to everybody in the TikTok universe. Let's see how this thing goes, man. Last time when I turned on TikTok live, this thing went haywire. You have to go to account history. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's like account billing or account history. You got to like search for it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. All right. It's CPI Eve, ladies and gentlemen. It's CPI Eve. What's going to happen? If we pop back up, I'm going to be in shock. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to JT. Prolific says, to reset, if you click active evals, you'll see all your evals and it will give you the option to reset. Hey, smart. JT said, I've been granted the powers of a wizard. JT the wizard. Asia's session looking pretty active this evening. Yeah. Shout out to Devin. Shout out to JT. JT says, that's dope. This is my first time trading this size. The potential is huge. Yes. So you see the feeling like When I was playing 150Ks last year, it was always one mini, at least. And then with my 250Ks, I was using one or two, sometimes three if I was in the cushion. The P&L looks different. The potential is huge, and I'm even debating sizing back down for a mile once a day trade. Yeah. So I know somebody that has like 250Ks and 150Ks. They trade like micros. I mean, that's a way to do it. Always shrinking your size always works. for the most part. Micros usually don't get you in trouble as much as minis do. Minis will get you in trouble in a heartbeat. There'll be a 20-second play, down 300-400. Maybe less than that. 10 seconds, you're down 400, 500. So yeah, all last year I was playing all minis. This year I've been trying to like transition into micros. It's been kind of tough, but I'm figuring it out. I am figuring it out. Gotta load up, do better in 26, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What does that mean? I wonder. Shout out to Tay Diggs in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Shout out to JT. To 1NQ instead of 2NQ. Oh, so you were using 2. Okay, that's good. I mean, yeah. Shout out to JT, man. Shout out to Mr. Koski. Mr. Koski says, just got home from work. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66 in the building. JT says, just want to wait for a fresh new year to trade those 150Ks. I wouldn't blame you with holidays messing up normal price action. Yeah. Yeah, man, I just need a fresh start, man. 25 did not go as planned. I ended 24 hot, man. It was like five figures a month. And I don't know what happened. I went on vacation, came back, ain't been the same since. But I'm gonna work on it. Start the year fresh. Zero out all the totals. Start fresh in January. It's been a crazy year, man. Because this year was the tariffs. I think that kind of threw me off. China news, price action, all of that just threw me all the way off. And I'm still trying to like lock in, get back to what I was doing. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66 in the building. Shout out to Prolific. Prolific says minis are hell, but they pay so fast. They do. They are the gift and the curse. They are the gift and the curse. That is a fact. They are the gift and the curse. I'm telling you. Those minis are the gift and the curse. Because when you get it, when you catch a banger, I've caught a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5K, man. Like, but the thing is, when it goes against you, it's fast. Devin says micros is how you become a consistent full pull trader. 200 point. Yeah, that's a fact. Micros, yeah. Shrinking your size helps, man. Just activate them before the discount ends. Oh yeah, for sure. I will. They'll be active. I don't know if I'm gonna trade them. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll get my reps up. I have like a couple more 50Ks I can activate, and I'm gonna try to pass some more for next week. I'm trying to be like prolific, man. I want to start the year off with at least 10 PAs. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue in the building. All right, we're on TikTok, man. If y'all don't follow me on TikTok, go over there and follow me on TikTok. I'm trying it out. Shout out to Mr. Koski. Last night we lost power here for almost 3 hours. Almost the whole town was dark. What? You said the flooding was somewhere else though, right? You're not like in the flood zone, right? JT says Long Island and lost power Tuesday evening until 3 a.m. Wow, so glad I didn't go out during my New York trading session. Lone Wolf Blue 66 had a severe windstorm, uprooted tons of trees. Yo, what is going on up there in Washington? There's floods, fires. What's going on? Lone Wolf Blue, you need to move to the East Coast. Shout out to Moon Mars 3. Moon Mars, what's the word? My bro is in the building. What's going on? Moon Mars 301. We in the mix. Prolific said Big 10. Devin says, yeah, but they'll straight up pause price to run your app and resume after liquidated. Sim or not, that's a fact. That is a fact. Chris Stamper, what's the word? Shout out to Chris Stamper, 1025 in the building. MSG UFO, the level masters in the building. What's going on? Mr. Koski says, not in the flood zone. Okay, good. Yeah, all those pictures you sent in the Discord, I was like, man, that looks crazy. I think the algos know if we over leverage. That's a fact. That's a fact. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. Man, it definitely feels like that. The algos know exactly when we over leverage. If you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream. The horizontal stream is where the party's at. The horizontal party's on this side. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Okay. Horizontal stream. Shout out to MSG UFO. The level masters in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Munamar says, are we going to get this Christmas rally? I don't know. If it's going to happen, CPI needs to shoot us up like 500 points, 600 points. We need like a 1,000-point day, or over a course of a couple days. Maybe CPI can light that flame. We'll see. We're going one way or the other. Either we headed back to all-time highs, or we're headed down to 24K. It's one of the two. We'll find out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so we know exactly when I go live. All right. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Extremely interesting. If you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream. Shout out to the YouTube universe. All right, what time is it? If you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream. Shout out to Jland TV 9389. Come over to the horizontal stream. Jland. Just go to my page and then go to the other stream that's going. All right, let's see. MSG UFO says Trumpo at 9 p.m. You're lying. Trumpo is about to speak. Mr. Trumpo. See, look, you see how this is setting up, right? Let's see what happens. What did he say? Is he going to say something about China? Anything about China could send us either direction. Chris Stamper says just getting stuff. Oh man, stay the course, man. Asia session can be crazy. Shout out to MSG UFO. JT says, if I take a payout before the end of the year, I'm hitting Super Chat with a New Year's gift. Let's go. Appreciate you, JT. Let's go. Let's get the Super Chats going. For next year, I'm going to get I'm still like figuring out the logistics for the giveaways. But I told myself I need to get I got to get a payout first, man. Then we'll get the giveaways going. If I take a payout before shout out to JT, man. Yeah, let me get some payouts, and then if I win, you guys win. Let's go. Shout out to Devin. Devin says probably some rich bastard flipping a light switch making price go up and down, laughing at it. Devin, that's a fact. There's truth in there. Somebody just flipping the button. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. JT says I have to step away for a bit now, but if still streaming, I will be back. Shout out to JT, man. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66. Lone Wolf Blue 66 is sniping. Oh, Brandon Cruzen says, announcing war with Venezuela? Devin says, war is bullish. Devin says, but the daily chart looks scary. Yeah. Huh. All right. I need to catch up with the news, obviously. War with Venezuela. Dang, bro. All right, we'll see. CPI is going to be very interesting. This Trump speech is going to be very interesting. We'll see. Shout out to Tate Diggs for the rose. I appreciate you, man. I still got to figure out what everything means on TikTok. We're fumbling around. 25,000 is going to be the ultimate level. That's the battle zone. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Let's go. Do the Bulls run it or do the Bears run it? We'll see. Brandon Cruzen says, that's the rumor. Dun, dun, dun. Chris Stamper says, yeah, definitely different than New York. Yeah. Asia session, man, I do my best to leave it alone as much as I can. Here and there I'll scout, but if I do it, it's with small size. If I go in with size, 5 micros, 1 mini, man, the odds are not in my favor. I need volatility. An Asia session is the definition of chop. Chop, 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 chop. Yo, if you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream. The party's over here. What is this? Bro. Okay. Alright, we're good. Right now we're chopping around. Top stepper. Will Topstep glitch during CPI? I hope not. Topstep, Project X needs to get it together. Project X needs to get it together for sure. Who else got caught up in the Topstep mess? Thankfully, I got out. Man, when I say I was clicking that flatten all, I was clicking it. Get me out. And everything froze. I couldn't get out. Man, that was crazy. I had to log out, log back in. It was insane. Let me see. Can I do full screen with this? I think I can, right? What happens when I do this? Ooh, full screen. Can I keep it like that? I wonder. Yeah, that actually looks better. Let me see if I can I change screens though? Oh, that's what it is. Maybe if I'm on this, interesting. I mean, it looks better though. It fills the whole screen. Let me see. Ooh. Yeah, it gives us a lot more real estate. Oh wow, yeah, for sure. I need to do that. Let me see how I can do this. If I go full screen, yeah, that looks better. All right, let's see. And you can see the tilt. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're figuring this thing out. Oh yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What is that? 500 will be. I think that's 5 hours. I think. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. Shout out to Cobop. Cobop, what's up, man? $8:45, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Cobop. Prolific Trade says Topstep, Topstep. Man. Shout out to Moon of Mars. Moon of Mars says we looked at Topstep files and developers a few weeks ago said a profit crash in the platform. I was thinking that earlier too, man. I was like, some hackers are not feeling Topstep right now. 2-3 days in a row, that's not good. Cobalt says I passed one of my pro shop accounts today. Nice. Just waiting for them to upgrade it so I can try to get a payout. Nice. Their payout rules suck compared to other, but for real? What do you have to do for a pro shop? Did you get a 50K? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the universe, the YouTube universe. We're just chopping around right now. Tomorrow we're gonna see if we can pass some evals during CPI. We'll see. Let's go. I need to grab my charger, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, we'll give it some time. Let's go. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Gotta go charge the device. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, dang it. Did I not switch it? All right, let me switch it. We're chopping around, ladies and gentlemen, chopping around. Oh man, Trump is on the mic in 15 minutes. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue. Lone Wolf Blue says 6 winning trades in a row in this account. Let's go. Cobop says, yeah, that's what it could be. Somebody's attacking that platform. I was like, some hackers are going at it. Cobop says I have to trade for 6 days for first payout, and 3 of those days have to be in the same week as I receive the payout and at least 500 profit on those 3 days. Dang, if I read it correctly, for 50K, dang, they're making you stretch. They're making you stretch, man. Dang, 500 on 3 of those days. Is it a 50K or 150K? One with blue says, just change out my words. Nice. Good for another 15. Nice. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Muno Mars 301 says, Whelan said, Topstep CEO fired some developers a few weeks ago, said they probably crashing the platform on purpose. Yo, I was definitely just thinking that earlier today. I was like, 2 days in a row? They're under attack. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the TikTok universe and the YouTube universe. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so we know exactly when I go live. CPI, it's CPI Eve, guys. What's going to happen with CPI is going to be very interesting. MSG UFO says Topstep X platform is not working. Use alternate method. Yeah, the hype is stupid. Shout out to Kobach. Kobach says, I think that is for all their accounts. I am pretty sure. Dang. So they make you force for 500? And 3 of those days have to be on the same week you request a payout? Yeah, they making people reach. Because naturally they know, especially if you're trading with smaller size, it's gonna take a couple trades to get to 500, and they're banking on you to slip up. But I mean, you could probably take it slow. Yeah, I gotta read their rules to see how what would be the best way to trade it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Normal Blue 66 says, I did take a, hold on. I did take a couple trades, went Onyx, I was fasting, very little slippage. Nice. So Onyx is legit. Prolific said, you heard about funding ticks, no trade under 1 minute. Dang, for real? I know some people have that rule, but funding ticks, they just implemented it. That means I gotta stay far away from there, man. I am a scalper. Some of my trades are sub 1 minute for sure. Shout out to Kobop. Kobop says, but I got 3 accounts for free though. Okay, nice. If they're free, then cool. But I have others on TBT, Lucid, and Legends. I will stick with those after I roll the Pro Shop accounts. Gotcha. Yeah, you got some you have some variety, so you're good. Oh, I finally got a Lucid code. So whenever anybody buys some Lucid evaluations, use Infinity, code Infinity. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And I think I'm about to try to get try alpha futures. JT was talking about it in the Discord, how alpha futures is similar to Topstep. Yeah, I like Topstep because of the end of day drawdown and no consistency rule. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says that. I just don't like that it doesn't have the indicators on. Oh yeah, you said Quant Tower has the indicators, right? Yeah, that is exactly what they're doing. Image UFO says username and password provided in your Topstep email will be used to complete your rhythmic connection within industry. Yep. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you want to hop in the Discord, the link is in the pinned comment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? All right, I'm still trying to get used to this TikTok platform. Does it tell me when someone comments? I'm trying to get used to it, man. Hold on. Shout out to Tay Diggs for the rose. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Joined. Yeah, do they have like a separate section for like comments? I gotta see. Cause everything is like such and such joined, such and such joined. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. If you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream. The horizontal stream is where the party's at. There are 2 streams going on YouTube, guys. And we got TikTok. Kobox says, cool, I will use your code for Lucid when I buy more accounts. Bet. Shout out to Kobox. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, very interesting. I think we're going to have like, oh yeah, he's about to get on the mic, right? We got to see what he's talking about. Somebody said, who said that? War with Venezuela. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis says, so this, what happened to me last night? I passed 24K Apex, 25K Apex with afternoon policy, put 2 trades, basically froze on me. Oh no! I'm now down 400. A nigga job will not help till tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, man, these platforms, when they freeze, it's the worst. Prolific says that's crazy. I just looked at Alpha Futures today. Yeah, I remember like somebody like a couple months was talking about it, but I didn't really see people getting payouts from it. So I was like, oh, I'm not really sure about that. But I think like they do Forex and futures, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out, see what they talking about. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis said 25K. Yeah, I know what you meant. I trade NQ. Shout out to Dennis. Kenyan hot sauces. MSG UFO says never have no problem with nature. You have to log out and back in sometimes because your internet provider breaks connections. Sometimes brokers are sensitive to that, and it's yeah. Prolific says yeah, they do board. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this girl that was in the chat like a couple months ago, I asked her what she traded, and she was like Alpha Futures. I was like, for real? But she was doing Forex. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. I see some bears. Bears. Uh-oh. That means somebody's about to get on the mic. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lone Wolf Blue says, nice thing here, I have a gas fireplace, so even when the power's out, I had heat. Nice. Can't beat gas, man. Okay, we might get some volatility, guys. Trump is about to get on the mic. This should be fun. He's about to get on the mic. Do we get some volatility? This might be interesting. We'll see. MSG says Trumpo is about to get on the mic. Kai on the fry. What's going on? Vilnox is another prop firm. Brandon Cruzen says, asked about Venezuela on Wednesday. Trump said the United States will be getting land, oil, rice, and whatever we had. We want it back. Uh-oh. He said without further elaboration. Dun, dun, dun. It's going to be interesting. Devin says source, it's late. Yeah, shout out to Kai. What's going on, man? That's going to be interesting. He about to get on the mic. Oh, man. Here we go. We might get some volatility, guys, if he starts saying some things. I'm watching session lows. It's going to be interesting. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. We're getting to it, man. Oh, yeah. Prolific Trade says, keeping my PAs on the sideline. Absolutely, man. Who knows what he's about to say. Let's get these PAs up, man. Yeah, I gotta get back on it, man. I was watching my videos from fourth quarter last year, man. I was really in my robot bag. Mechanical. I gotta get back to mechanical. Techno 2012, what's going on? What's going on, Techno? How's Silver doing, man? You and Lone Wolf Blue 66 were getting to it last night. All right, Trumpo is about to get on the mic. This is going to be interesting. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. We're streaming everywhere. I tried to add Twitch too, man, but that thing is laggy. Laggy. Shout out to Bowser Trades. What's up, man? Good evening. Let me see. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says, got the AP YouTube channel up for Trump. Dun, dun, dun. Techno says, man, Silver last night saved my quarter. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Saved the entire quarter. Not just the month, the quarter. Shout out to Techno. Bowser Trade says, very few green candles today on NQ. Yeah, let's talk. Can we talk about New York session? The Bears were hungry today. MSG UFO says, more war for the banksters. Dun, dun, dun. We'll see. We will see. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Shout out to the YouTube crew. Shout out to the TikTok crew. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Does anybody else in the chat trade alpha futures? I might try to get some affiliate codes from them. So affiliate alpha futures, Buonox, Lucid, and maybe next year I'll try to get my Apex code back. We'll see what happens. Kind of want to wait till like 2K and then reapply. Okay, he's on the mic, right? Yo, Lone Wolf Blue, if he let us know when he's on. I don't have anything. Oh, matter of fact, speaking of that, all right, cool. Tomorrow, Thursday, all right. We'll see. Tomorrow's Thursday. All right, I gotta see when these people open up. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow's Thursday. Let's see what happens. Techno says, got a link for that bozo. He said, got a link for that bozo. Mr. Koski says, not yet. All right, cool. Let us know, Mr. Koski. I don't have anything up. I'm like, I might look at X and go to Financial Juice to get the key points. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the TikTok universe. He's on. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. All right, let's watch price action, guys. This could go either way. Let's see what happens. All right. Shout out to Tay Diggs for the rose. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Tay Diggs. This week? What does that mean? I'm still trying to figure this out. I need a tutorial on TikTok. Here we go. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says Trump is on the mic. Beware, guys. It's Asia session. Don't get caught in the chop. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Let's go. Okay, Clinton. All right, we're gonna see. Should we do the 25? I mean, it might be interesting. We'll see. It could be interesting. Let's see. I might have to call. I'm gonna call them early and see what happens. Man, that'll be interesting. I want a 1 terabyte though. I need 1 terabyte. I think I'm gonna update my phone tomorrow. I want that S26. I want the S26. I'm thinking about waiting, but we'll see. I know I'm gonna have my mother upgrade hers. That would be crazy, man. If she switches Samsung Ultra 25. I want the 26, man. 26 comes out in like February though, man. Samsung. Mr. Koski says silver is shooting up. All right, guys, let's see. Right now, we haven't had too much movement. We'll see what happens. We are retreating from 25K again. All right, we're here. Are we gonna get some drop? Oh yeah, 9 o'clock, fresh 1 hour candle, right? Yeah, sir. How does this work? Gifters. Huh. I gotta figure this out. I gotta do my homework on TikTok. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're starting to slip below VWAP. Let's see what happens. Trumpo is on the mic, and 1 hour candles look like they want to curl over. We are sitting right at yesterday's close. Yesterday's close is right at 59.51-ish, around that area. If you don't mark out previous day close on your NQ charts, start marking it out and watch how price action reacts around that level. Previous day close, previous day high, previous day low. You should be aware of those levels at all times. I'm gonna try to pass some 250Ks during CPI. We'll see how that goes. Kobop says they keep going up and trapping the high after 4 p.m. Yep. The bears know what they're doing. The bears know exactly what they're doing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Let's keep it going. I don't know how this thing works, bro. If you're planning on getting any Bill Knox evals or Lucid evals, use code Infinity for the best discounts. Let's go. That's another thing. Oh yeah, I need to reset my Bill Knox. It's not letting me log in. I need to maybe put in a ticket. Devin says, Tradeovate has a good overnight high, low indicator and community indicator. For real? I think I have it like marked out. Cause I have like this little, I know this little indicators, template list. Yeah, I have like the price levels, this thing. Last price, open price, high price, low price for the day. But is that specific like session? For the day, yeah. What's the name of it, Devin? I'm gonna look it up. I do need to get like, do they have like a session? I've been looking for like a session indicator which shows me the high low for Asia, high low for London. It might be on Tradeovate. I just haven't looked hard enough, probably. I know I have like the high low for the current session, but previous day high and day low would be that indicator would be good to add. Devin says type in E-man on community indicators. Not that, but I use those too. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll definitely search it. Cobop says I have 2 Bionox accounts, but I can't work with, but I can't to work with NinjaTrader. I did the rhythmic setup to use NinjaTrader and it logs in, but doesn't show my account. Yeah, so that happened with me, right? Because I have NinjaTrader too. Bionox is like the only thing I was trading on NinjaTrader. But all of a sudden, I can't log in. It won't like connect. So I have to maybe put in a ticket and figure out what's going on because I know they're with Project X. So I don't know, maybe once they jumped on Project X, things changed. I gotta go and look. Whoa, did this thing just freeze? What was that? All right, he said type in E-man. Come on, Trade08, wake up. What's happening? Overnight high. Ooh, oh, we're getting some movement, guys. We're getting some movement. Okay, I'm gonna add this. Aggressive candles. We're getting some movement. Here we go. Hold on, let me get off of this screen. All right. Appreciate you, Devin. E-man overnight high, low. You can find install indicators and draw to the E-man is senpai. Okay, cool. All right, boom, it's in there. We're moving, guys. We just shot 30 points. Is this about to turn into New York session? We're about to find out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Devin says trading view, kill zones, and pivot by TFO are for session liquidity kill zones. Nice. Devin says kill zones and pivots by TFO on trading view as week open, day open, previous day high and low. High, low, and sessions. Nice. All right, yeah, I need to look that up too. I'm trying to see if they have it. Do they have anything like that on Trade08? I can log in, but it doesn't show the accounts I have. I will contact. Yeah, same here. I can log in, but it's just not. It won't let me trade anything. Trump is talking now, isn't he? Yes, he is. Look at the price action. We're getting some movement. Did we touch 25K again? 25,004. Dun, dun, dun. We just swept. We just swept. Hold on one second. Let me grab my phone. It's Trumpo time. Hold on one second. All right, Trumpo's on the mic. Trumpo is on the mic. Shout out to Cobop. Cobop says, Devin says, the TFO one I gave you is a gold mine for real. You'll love it. Nice. Yeah, I got to check it out. I'll definitely check it out on TradingView. Yo, we are getting a little volatile, ladies and gentlemen. He is on the mic. Trumpo is on the mic. All right, let's see what happens. Are we trying to reclaim 25? We have, didn't we? Hold on. Yeah, we're right there. Oh boy. Are they gonna set us up for CPI? CPI reclaim back to the highs? That would be insane. If this creates the Santa rally, it would be very interesting. Let me go look at shout out to everybody in the chat. If you want to hop in the Discord, the link is in the pinned comment on YouTube. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Very interesting. Brandon Cruzen says he didn't mention war. Okay. He's done? Already? Prolific says, dang, he's done. Dang, just like that? All right, well, that wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be like a long address. 20 minutes on the dot. MSG UFO says Trumpo sending us a payout. Is he? If he does, I'm spending it all on evals or some NVIDIA leaps. It's getting invested somehow, some way. It was a bunch of lies, of course. That's what, yo, somebody else just said that. I just got a text message. They were like, Trumpo's on here lying again. What can you do, man? What can you do? Shout out to Brandon. Dang, that was quick, 20 minutes? I thought it was gonna be something long and drawn out. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're on the short stream on YouTube, come over to the horizontal stream on YouTube. The party's over here on the horizontal stream. He's sending all military person. Bro. Dun dun dun. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're in TikTok land, tap the screen, man. Let's get these likes up. Did I leave it on? I don't know. Oh, we gotta make sure we mark that thing. That was 2.5, right? 2.5, 4.5. Or no, 4. 2.5 and 4. Whoa, interesting. So now we got 4. We're getting reject off of 25K. Dun dun dun. Watch VWAP, man. If we start breaching below VWAP, we could get some flush. What is VWAP? VWAP is like 966-ish. Yeah, 966. The 1 hour candle looks like she can flip. But the daily does have some space back to like the 72. Which is 25,136. So it could go either way. CPI is what's really gonna shake things up. Everything depends on CPI, because CPI can whip us in either direction 500 points. So we could see 24,500 or 25,500 in the morning. So we'll see. CPI has that type of range. Maybe not all in one candle, but sometimes it spills over into a New York session. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. All right, let me see. Oh, yeah. So this is like the big screen. I guess so. That's all right. Four-hour candles look rough. Golly. Big wicks to the downside. 24,900's holding the line. Oh yeah, I still need to do the, let's see if I can mark it out and see what happens. E-Man. Prolific Trade says, feeling real bearish, yeah, bro. The 1 hour looks like she can curl. She can curl. And we just swept 25K again. But then again, we have CPI coming in hot. So basically whatever happens in Asia and London, that can be a toss-up. CPI is really going to determine the direction. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to Tay Diggs for the rose. Appreciate you, brother. Let me actually look that up. So let me what is it? We keep bouncing off this VWAP. Devin says, you dabble in ICT? Yes, I do. FEGs and order blocks. You know what I need to do? I need to go back over 2022 and get it for a refresher. I need to go back and go through the 2022 course. Might do it over the weekend. Why not? Sharpen some things up. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, Devin, I do dabble. I do dabble. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Happy Wednesday, man. We'll see where CPI takes us. It's gonna be interesting. Man, Trump was on for like 20 minutes, man. I'm thinking it could be like a State of the Union. All right, we're chopping around. 25K is the battlefield, the battle zone. Hold on one second. All right, we're back. We are sideways. Fresh 4-hour candle coming in hot. Less than 20 minutes. Whoa, what is that? All right, let's figure this thing out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, we're back. I think we're back. Let's go with that. Let's go with this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me forward this link real quick. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, we're kind of just chopping around. See what happens. Dang. That's wild. Oh, he was in the main cabin? Was he in the main cabin? Where was he at? Oh. Shout out to the Z. Very interesting. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let's see. What time is it over there? What time is it in Germany right now? Let me see. I have somebody in Germany right now. I need to see Germany time. Where are they at? In Frankfurt? Oh yeah, so they're 6 hours ahead. Germany, Frankfurt time. Yeah, 3 a.m. Dang, it's gonna take them a while to get used to that. Well, 6 hours, not that bad. That's not bad. Shout out to Jay Dundee in the building. What's up, Johnny? Johnny says, see what happens when you trust the Bears. They went crazy during NY, man. Not a game. Flush. All right, man, we're gonna see. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of flat. Jay Dundee says a negative 500 points dumped today. Yeah, man, it was insane. It was drop zone from the open. We popped up a little bit, and then the Bears cut the line. We didn't look back, man. Okay, let's see. CPI Eve. CPI is in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bright and early. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jay Dundee says, "Don't trust the bears. They get quick. They get rich quick." That's a fact. They do. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Johnny Dundee. Shout out to Apex Clippers. What's up, man? Shout out to Devin. Shout out to Brandon Cruising, 9160. Shout out to Devin. Shout out to Kobach. Shout out to Stream Elements. Shout out to Devin. Shout out to Prolific. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66. Shout out to Prolific Traders. Shout out to Bowser Trades. Shout out to JT. Shout out to Techno 2012. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Kai on the fry. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Moon of Mars 301. Shout out to Kobach. Shout out to Brandon Cruising again. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris Stamper 1025. Shout out to JT. We're starting to get below, well, they're challenging VWAP right now. We've touched 25K a couple times, so we'll see if they want to drop it. Prolific Trade says, what you think of the new 24/7 trading they're going to allow next year? That's going to be interesting. I hope the times are still the same though, like 9:30 open, volatility. People gonna be up all day long. Johnny Dundee says, I think 24/7 is great. That's what crypto's doing, right? Crypto's open all the time. Three fours, 1, 2, 3, and the 5. All right, 2. The 5 is that what we ordered? Let me go look. Is that the one we ordered? This came with 2. Then we ordered, I guess we ordered another one. Let me see. Let me see, I gotta look at purchase history. Purchase history, 3 months. How do I extend this? Let me extend this. Filter, last 3 months. Let's do 20. Yeah, it should be. Let me see. That's 2. Oh, okay. So we did get one. What is this? Which type was it though? Okay, so we ordered the five, and then, so we got 3 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 4s and 1 5. Okay. Interesting. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Prolific Trade says Saturday and Sunday gonna be crazy. That'll be crazy if you think about it. Yes, weekends are gonna be all over the place. Everybody's gonna be home. You're right. I didn't think about that. We're gonna be live on the weekends. That's gonna be interesting though. So it's just gonna be open, like, hey. I just hope the volatility stays in the same gaps. I hope 9:30 to 11:30 is still the same type of volatility. I hope they don't spread it out too much. Then you gotta like search for the volatility. I hope that morning open is still the morning open in a way. It's gonna bring a lot of people in though, for sure. There will be some more liquidity for us to prey on. The newbies will be in action. Liquidity. If you don't know where the liquidity is, you are the liquidity. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, that looks cool. Buell Knox. I like the setup. Got a nice setup, man. Solid setup for sure. Turbo. Whoa, bro. What is he trading? What is he trading? Yeah, I'm not sure what he's trading. Trading something. All right, cool. Shout out to Kobop. Kobop said this morning at the open on my 100K account, I took 4 to 5 trades and was down 24. Woo! 2,400 before I knew I was going to give up trying to short it, but took one more short and made nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's the beauty of the bigger accounts, right? You get more room to wiggle. Shout out to J Dundee. Kobop says, if I would have stayed back further, I would have made over 5K on the last trade. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes when the price action is trying to figure itself out and you finally get the move. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Kobop. If you want to hop in the Discord, the link is in the pinned comment. Ladies and gentlemen, good day, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Tomorrow is CPI day. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's go. So how the heck does this thing work? Very interesting. All right, man. MSGUFO says sideways market rolling out wild green. Rolling out wild green. See you tomorrow. Shout out to MSGUFO, the level master in the building. Shout out to MSGUFO. We'll lock in tomorrow, man. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to MSGUFO 5243. Okay. I think we have like the TikTok set up now. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. We are streaming on TikTok and YouTube. Shout out to the Red Candles Nation. Shout out to Red, man. The Red Candles Nation. Shout out to Apex Clippers in the building. Kowal says, I think I am going to go to bed here soon. Yeah, same here, man. We're kind of just chopping around. We got to get up for CPI. Only got 4.5 hours of sleep. I may get up for the London Open to see what it does. Yes. Shout out to Kobop. Yeah, CPI is bright and early, man. I might get off here early too. Probably in the next, we'll see. Oh, fresh 4-hour candle right here. Let's see how it opens up. Fresh 4-hour candle. Dang. If you look at the 4-hour candles, they look rough, man. Big wicks to the downside, though. That means somebody's trying to buy it up, but they're not making much progress. Let's see if we can switch it. Fresh 4-hour candle right here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Kobop. Thanks for stopping by. Get some rest, man. Shout out to Antoine Payne. Antoine Payne says 90. Red, let's address the elephant in the room. What do you guys do about your taxes? Red and no red. Red, let's address the what do you guys do about your taxes? Red and no red. Shout out to Antoine Payne. Shout out to Apex Clippers. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the Red Candles Nation. Oh, dang it. What did I just do? How about we just do this? Shout out to the Red Candles Nation. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66. Platinum is moving nice. Nice. We got some platinum watchers. Antoine Payne said I was looking up YouTube. Yeah, so with the prop is a little bit different because you're a contractor with the prop. But it's best to consult a CPA. Also, depending on the state, etc., etc., it's just like state specific. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says platinum also pushing up to all-time highs. Nice. Does platinum move like that? Does platinum move like silver and gold or silver? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Film Star 26 says, what up though? I had the vertical TikTok set up for a minute here. Wasn't used to it. You were on TikTok or you're just on the vertical stream on YouTube? Yeah, if you're on the vertical stream, come over to the horizontal stream. The horizontal stream is where the party's at. All right, here come some bears. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Mr. Koski says a little smooth and nice. Just an unnecessary drawdown to hit TP. High is 1987. Yeah, they said it's more beneficial to trade personal account versus profit. Go and shut down and take read now. Ooh, here comes some bears. Film star said, yeah, I switched YouTube through, but we back regular. Okay, bet. Shout out to Film Star 26 in the building. What's going on? Yeah, the party's on the horizontal side. Bears are going for the flush flush. Trump didn't really move anything. Jay Dundee says another bear trap, another bull trap. Prolific says my target was 940. Oh man, they kind of trapped you at the highs. Man, that's that Asia session chop, man. Yeah, 24,940, yep. Back down. Nazi. Yeah, he didn't mention Venezuela. Yeah. Yeah, we popped and dropped. Pop, then drop. Swift 25K, we can get above there. I saw it was a clean short. Yeah. Yeah, 25K, big psychological level. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Wednesday, man. It is CPI Eve. CPI Eve. If you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream, guys. Come on over to the horizontal stream. There's 2 streams going, so just go to my page and you'll see both streams. Tap 24,940 on the tick. Yes, sir. CPI got me nervous, really not trying to trade it. Yeah. CPI is, man, maybe the most volatile news event. CPI can whip us a couple hundred points in either direction. So we'll see. We'll see where we go. If I trade it, it's going to be with some evals. Shout out to Film Star 26. Fingers crossed for sure, yep. How's Bill Knox? It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's decent. Still got your trailing drawdown. They charge like the same amount for like, they have sales on their evals, but no sales on their activation fee. But evals can be like 15, 16 bucks. The 91% off. The 50Ks. The 50Ks are the best to get on Bill Knox. Uh, 16th. Film Star says, sounds good. I hope to get into it for next year. For sure. Buell Knox is cool. Lucid is cool. Take Profit Trader is cool. Apex is cool. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says pushing new highs again. 1990 for platinum, right? Wow. Platinum, silver, cooking. Cooking. Ooh, here come the Bears. Here come the Bears. 4 hour candles getting busy. Film Star says, yeah, what's going on? Platinum going great. I don't even mess with metals like that, so I'm lost. Lone Wolf Blue 66 is on. He's the Silver Surfer. We got platinum traders, we got silver traders, we got gold traders in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, we're good. Shout out to you. Whoa, Bears are trying to go, man. Wow. 25K down to 24.9. Is that fresh session lows? That's fresh session lows. Dang, here we go. ES low, 67.72. NQ low, 24.900. ES is through session lows. That means NQs might follow. Let's see what they do. Yesterday's low in general is 887. Jeez. Here come the bears. Here come the bears. It's gonna be interesting, man. CPI is coming in hot. CPI is going down. I'm gonna mess with CPI, but it will be with evals. Yo, we are tanking. Uh-oh. We're tanking, guys. We are headed to the downside. Yikes. They're going for it. Oh, you can just move everything out of the way. Nice. Yo, okay, TikTok, my TikTok people, I'm trying to figure out how I can, is there a way I can like separate the comments from everybody who joined? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Hold on. Shout out to Franco. Yeah, I'm trading some evals, man. Shout out to Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs, are you on Twitch? I am on Twitch, but I tried to like stream with YouTube and Twitch, and it just wasn't. Twitch was like super choppy for some reason. So now I'm trying TikTok, because when I go live, YouTube has to be involved. Let me see. Maybe I have to go on mobile device. Okay. Joined. Shout out to Tay Diggs. Shout out to Franco. It's CPI Eve, guys. Dang. They're trying to go for yesterday's low. Wow. This is going to be interesting. Oh, dang, my bad. Supposed to be on Tradeovate. When I switch the screen from Topstep, sometimes it freezes. Filmstar says, yeah, Twitch and YouTube might work better. Twitch is for gaming, yeah. Filmstar says, relentless bear power. These bears are different. Lone Wolf Blue says, I love silver, I love gold. Chopping every long it can touch. Yep. Bulls getting cooked. Jay Dundee says, all day, all night, bears kicking butt. Yep. All right, let's see. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says Twitch don't stream over 6,000 CBR the bitrate. That might be what it is, man. Twitch, whenever I'm trying to get like a clear, if I do Twitch, that means I have to get, once I get my new computer, maybe I'll just have to do it like, each computer will be a different stream, something like that. In 2026, I need a gaming computer. I think I want to get the Razer. Fully loaded. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says, unless you are an affiliate, don't stream over 6,000. Oh, wow. Interesting. I'll try it out. Maybe decrease it. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in YouTube land. Bears are going for yesterday's lows. Fresh session lows. ES already cracked fresh session lows. NQ's looking to follow. Big drop from 25K. Down from 25. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Oh yeah, let me see. Let's see. Customize. Whoa, didn't even do that. All right. The Bears are bearing down. The Bears are bearing down. All right. Whoa. So how does this work? I think we're good. The Bears are bearing down. Lombo Blue 66 says, I only stream 6,000 on Twitch and 8,000 on YouTube. Okay, nothing higher. On YouTube, if you are above 8,000, you aren't truly delivering. It's YouTube just as it sees fit. Anything 8,000, it doesn't change. It stays at yours. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that. They kind of adjusted. Yeah, maybe I gotta play with the settings because I want to do it all at the same time. Multi-stream. Filmstar says, crazy that yesterday and this morning before the dip, there were huge buy orders for NAS and it did nothing once the dip started. Yup. That's what you call manipulation. That's what you call manipulation. Playing out how exactly I wanted to. Yeah, big drop. Prolific big drop. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says, when watching on a YouTube stream, if you notice that the live indicator changes from red to gray, they are probably above. When YouTube switches to CBR, you can buffer a little and not be at current time. Yeah. What do the Bears do right here? The Bulls are not in a good position right now. We're at session lows. We're close to yesterday's low. We got space down, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, hold on. Live, discontinued. What? Why did they cut my live, man? How, Sway? Why? Due to inactivity? What do you mean? Maybe I gotta... Post your lives to reach... How the heck? They just cut me off. Alright, I guess I just gotta go live again. This is so weird. Did they just cut because of... How does that work? Alright, I guess we're just gonna go live again. That's so weird. Does it continue what I was... Oh no, it refreshes everything. Sheesh. It's cool. It's cool. Primary speakers headlines. All right. Bears are down at session lows. So how does it work? What do I have to do to stay active? You gotta be like on the thing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jay Black. What's going on? Shout out to Film Star. Jay Black in the building. Jay Black 3404 says Topstep needs to go back to letting people trade on something other than their platform. That is a fact. They've been struggling. Somebody said earlier that the CEO, Whelan said the CEO of Topstep fired some developers, and those developers might be attacking the platform. So yeah, kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy out here, man. It's kind of crazy. How did I'm so confused. Did I kick myself off? I'm confused. All right. Can the Bulls hold the line? Session lows are in danger right now. In danger. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? We got the TikTok stream going. We got the YouTube stream going. Shout out to everybody in the chat. 25K is the battle zone. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, guys. Bulls are trying to hold those lows. Johnny Dundee says third test of 24,900. Yeah. Film Star says, I heard Topstep owe a lot of people money. It's not a game, man. There's a lot going on. The developers are attacking. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says those developers planted electronic bombs. That is a fact. I've never seen Topstep act like this. Shout out to Film Star. Film Star says villain vibes. Yep. Third test. 900. 900 wants to hold, but every time we test it, it gets weaker. We'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. We're streaming everywhere, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Man, if you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Platinum is PLF6. Shout out to Mr. Koski. Film Star says, Johnny, I hear you, but there was bulls all the way up at 450, and we didn't go as well. Platinum has a 6-tick spread right now. Whew. Whenever I see spread, I'm running away The other way. I don't want no spreads. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, 11 o'clock coming in hot. Jay Dundee says silver brand new highs. Look at that. Not a game. Silver fresh highs. Shout out to all the new subscribers. The Infinity family is growing. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hope you guys are doing well. We're streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Here we go. Bulls, can they hold the line? Looks like we're just gonna go back, retest VWAP and keep falling. That's what it looks like on the 15-minute temporary rebuttal and then flush. All right. Ooh. Here we go. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Can the Bulls hold the line? We'll see. We will see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. CPI Eve, ladies and gentlemen. It's CPI Eve. CPI Eve. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. Bada bing, bada boom. Hope everyone's doing well, man. Happy Wednesday, guys. It's CPI Eve. We're streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Bulls are trying to hold that 900 level with everything they got. Jay Dundee says Bulls held the line 3 times. 3 is the magic number, right, for a level. If CPI shoots us back north, this thing is rigged. I said that in the Discord. This thing is rigged. How in the world? If we reclaim 25K, 25,500, 26K, that would be insane. The Santa rally will be reignited. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Shout out to the TikTok fam. Shout out to the YouTube fam. think shout out to Aiden Nelson. What's going on? No, I'm not in a trade. Just tape reading right now. Like prolific trades. Just reading the tape right now, man. Just been watching the price action since Trump spoke. What about you? Right now they're testing these lows, man. They're testing these lows. We'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to Aiden. Aiden, are you trading? Lone Wolf Blue 66 says one of the other streamers right now is talking about the Infinity Stones. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66. Aiden says NY made 1500 and currently up 150 right now. Nice. Shout out to Aiden Nelson in the building. Aiden, where do you think we go for CPI? Do we go north or do we go south? CPI is going to be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely interesting. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading? And what do you trade? Shout out to all the new subscribers in the building. Here we go, subscribers. Here we go. We're making our way to 2K, man. Slowly but surely. Wow. 4 hours looking rough. If we start cracking 4 hour lows, look out below. I didn't know you could do this with Topstep. It looks better like this. This is like the full screen. Has this always been here? I don't know. Maybe. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. We are in the mix. All right, let's see. Where do you guys think we're going for CPI? Are we going north or are we going south? Shout out to everybody in YouTube land. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. If you haven't already, follow me on TikTok. Why not? We're showing the TikTok. We're showing TikTok some love. Shout out to Sparta. What's going on? Sparta's in the building. Filmstar says we dip, then we go north. That sounds about right. Do we get a Santa rally to close the month? I don't know, man. It feels like somebody's been trying to like hold us up. But eventually the markets have to, they gotta breathe, man. ERB Consult, what's going on? Glad to be back. Shout out to ERB Consult. Shout out to Sion, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. What are you trading? How long have you been trading? I've been on these charts since 2016, man. It's been a journey. It's been a journey of ups and downs, but the journey continues. It's a marathon. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see if they can hold that 900 level again. If it's getting weak, if we stay right here, man, Bears can take advantage. I'm watching the 15-minute chart. See how we rejected off the EMAs. Seon says I'm using Apex trying to get a payout for once, but drawdown is near low. I trade NQ mainly in silver here and there. Oh man, you're in the right place if you trade silver. We got some silver surfers in the chat. But yeah, I usually do NQ. Eventually I'll mess with silver, but I'm taking my time. I traded it a couple times a couple weeks ago, and I was like, ooh, this is a different monster. I need a bigger account for silver. Sayon, it's all good, man. It's part of the journey. We were talking about it the other day. The blown accounts. Don't blow your account though. Build back. Apex is technically still running a sale too. Resets are $25. That's pretty close to 90%. So if you already have some evals sitting there, use the reset for $25. If you do blow an account. The blown accounts light the path to consistency. If you use the light, you gotta use the light and learn from the light. You gotta learn from the light. All right, let me see. Whoa. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Mikey. What's going on? Right now, I'm just watching. Shout out to the TikTok squad. Just watching right now. I'm watching for a breach of 900 before we do anything. It looks like bears look like they want to drop us. Shout out to Brizzy Trades. What's going on? Shout out to the TikTok family in the building. I'm still trying to figure out how do I separate the TikTok chat, man, because like the comments are getting flooded by the joined the joined messages. Shout out to everybody in chat, man. Shout out to the TikTok fam. We are streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Somehow this thing kicked me off. I don't know what the heck. It said due to inactivity, but I'm on here. Like, it's weird. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Do we go north or south for CPI? Shout out to Mickey in the TikTok chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We in here. Shout out to all the new subscribers on YouTube. Appreciate you guys, man. We're making our way to 2K, man. Slowly but surely. Oh, speaking of that, can I add that? But where would I put it? I'll probably put it like in oh, I could probably do that. I would have to like maybe minimize it. Past the Topstep. Hold on. All right, man. Bulls are trying to hold that 900 level. Jeez. Nice pop. Nice pop. Had to get some water, man. I'm parched. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Sparta says, working on Tradeify. Select daily plans right now. Nice. Funded. Shout out to Sparta. Sion says, I have about 900 left, so I'm going to try to trade MNQ. Yes. NQ, the minis can get you in trouble, man. Use the micros to grind back, for sure. Sion said, do I need to put any code for a reset $25? No code needed. You just go on the site and reset. That's the new sale until the 23rd. Jay Dundee says, Bulls are pushing. Yes, sir. Some funded ones, I just gotta be careful. Yes. Yeah, that's the goal. Just gonna go micros, yeah. Yeah, the minis can get you in trouble, especially on the 50K. Things can happen very fast. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Shout out to the TikTok fam. Shout out to the YouTube fam. We're in here. We are in here, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We're streaming on TikTok and YouTube. Seon says, yep. That's the goal. Just gonna go micros, yep. Scaling with some micros and grind back. You'll be fine. And then reset some of your other evals. You'll be good. Oh no, am I stuck again? My bad. I keep changing the screen. All right, I think we're good now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh no, come on. All right, we're good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? If you want to hop in the Discord, the link is in the pinned comment. Lock in. Somehow passed a 50K Topstep combine yesterday. Oh no, it's today, right? Somehow. But I don't know if I was there, I just did it before all the craziness happened, because I definitely couldn't get out of my position. I was like, ooh, Topstep. Are y'all about to do that to me? Topstep was glitching hard. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in YouTube and the YouTube universe. Oh no. Might go up, retest VWAP, get another reject. That's kind of what we're doing right now. Big FEG on the 15-minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, bro. Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Film Star says, have a great night, everyone. Shout out to Film Stars. Thanks for stopping by, man. We're back at it tomorrow. What time is it? 11? Shout out to Film Star 26 in the building. You as well. Have a great night. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we gotta go get some rest for CPI, man. CPI is coming in hot. CPI is coming in hot. Shout out to Apex Clippers. We'll see where CPI takes us. Shout out to Prolific. Prolific Trade says, peace out, fam. Peace out, brother. We'll lock in tomorrow, man. It's time for CPI. CPI is going to be very interesting. It's going to be interesting. VWAP test, retest coming in hot. Right in the middle of a 15-minute FEG. Today's VWAP retest coming in hot. Big bounce for the Bulls. Session lows held like a rock. Golly. Session lows held strong. Run it up, run it up. CPI Eve, ladies and gentlemen. CPI is coming in hot. CPI is coming in hot. Whoa. see that correctly? 174. Yeah, that's another thing. Dang. I gotta go do the I gotta do the tags. Probably what it is. Very interesting. Yeah, that's the last one. We gotta get the tags going. Ooh, big push, man. They're not playing. Oh, Lou, what's going on? Oh, Lou, we're gonna full part. Who thinks it's going high or man? We don't know. Either direction. It could go in either direction. Jay Dundee says third time's a charm. That's a fact. The power of 3. Oh, Lou, grab some evals, man. It's time. CPI will give us plenty of volatility. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. We're on YouTube and TikTok. I got like 6 Apex, 1 Buellnox. Nice. Speaking of Buellnox, if anybody wants to grab some Buellnox evals or Lucid evals, use code Infinity for the best discount. That's another thing I should put on the tickety-talkie, right? Yeah. I guess I just gotta like draw on the screen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are in the mix. Maybe just for that channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you want to hop in the Discord, the link is in the pinned comment, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. It's CPI Eve. It's going down. Shout out to Mickey in the TikTok chat. If we see these eights here, one thing all time low, and I'm again some lines again. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mickey. Shout out to Brizzy Trades. Shout out to Mickey. Mickey Pascucci. Am I saying it right? Pascucci. Shout out to Mickey in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We're on YouTube and TikTok. Let's see what happens. Yeah, CPI is tomorrow, man. I gotta go get some rest. We'll go on. We'll stay on for another like 20. Shout out to Olu. And shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66, aka the Silver Surfer. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, Olu, it could go either way, up or down. We don't know what they have up their sleeve. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're on YouTube and TikTok. Shout out to everybody in the chat. At least 250. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66. Mr. Koski just dropped the credentials in the chat. In the game since '94, man. Salute. We're getting a big reject off of VWAP so far. Look at the wicks on the 4-hour candles, man. We've had some major wicks to the downside, but the bulls have been trying to hold the line. CPI is going to be very interesting. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If you're on the short stream, come over to the horizontal stream on YouTube. Come over to the horizontal stream. The party's over here at the horizontal stream. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Mr. Koski says I might try a little dabbling in platinum. You're gonna cheat on silver? Don't cheat on silver. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66. Alright, man. Tomorrow is Thursday. CPI day. CPI is gonna be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Ezekiel. What's going on? Hi there. What stock do you recommend me putting my 100? That's a long shot, man. I would say save that money and invest in education. Save that and invest in education. Are you trying to trade, or what are you trying to do, Ezekiel? Shout out to everybody in the TikTok chat. Ezekiel, if you're just putting it into trying to make some kind of I get it. I got you. I would say but I mean, if you're just working with 100, I would say save that up. Save that up, and then you'll have some. The more capital you have, the more profits you'll get. If you put 100 in something right now, you're gonna be getting like $1 or two, maybe a couple percentage points per month if you're just doing buy and hold. I don't know about that one. Maybe I don't know. I don't really trade the coins like that. But you just have to do the math. If you're gonna invest in the coins, look at the look at the look at the ratio, because you're putting in 100. So if it's in the 80s or 90s right now, do the math. Shout out to Ezekiel in the building. Shout out to everybody in the TikTok chat. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. Lone Wolf Blue 66 says the volume drop. Volume really starts up at 8 p.m. Okay. Trading is life. What's going on? Yo, I got 2 funded accounts and made 12K on one today. Wow. Nice. Shout out to Trading is life. I'm using Topstep, so I need 3 more days and I'll get a massive payout. Yeah, that's insane. If you caught the drop on Topstep, can't beat that. It will be my first ever payout too. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. You got to post it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Nice. Shout out to Trading is Life. That's going to be huge. If you made 12K, that 5K is locked in. Nice. Max payout on Topstep is 5K. Johnny Dundee says, look out here. Here come the Bulls. The Bulls are trying to hold on. They're trying. Shout out to Ezekiel. Ezekiel says, well, thanks. Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate your time. You are the GOAT. I appreciate you, Ezekiel. Shout out to Ezekiel, man. Shout out to everybody in TikTok land. Shout out to everybody in YouTube land. The YouTube universe. Back. All right. We're fumbling around at VWAP. We are fumbling around at VWAP. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Trading is Life says, yeah, I only made 700 on my second funded. Man, that's good too. You get a couple more days, you can pull that too. But since you have the other one, I would just try to build the other one. Jay Dundee says, Sneaky Bear is getting it back in their face. Bulls holding the line, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Ezekiel Bazaar. Shout out to Mickey Pascucci. And shout out to Brizzy Trades. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Okay. Let's see what happens. Trading is Life says, should I keep trying to get more on the one I made 12K on, or should I just get the 150 a day and that's good? Stick to the 150 a day. No need to force it. You have 5K locked in right now. Just use some micros, get your 150 per day and move on. Because I've seen people blow that. I've seen people blow 6K, 8K. Just one session of tilt. So I mean, what you can do is you can use that. You're deep in the cushion right now. So right now you should be thinking beyond the payout. So get your 150, 150, 150, lock in the 5K, and then you'll have like 7,000 of buffer to play with for the next round. That's what's up, man. Trading is life. Hold on to that account as long as you can and milk it. Trading is life says, okay, I already got my 150 a day today. Nice. For both my accounts. Yeah, no need to force it higher. Take your time. If an opportunity presents itself, okay, yeah, size in. But make sure you protect those profits. Don't take any unnecessary losses. Shout out to Ezekiel. Shout out to Brizzy Trades. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Trading is Life says, yep, I'm playing it smart. Yeah, that's man, round of applause for that. 12K on the day. That's the one thing about Topstep, man. When you catch a banger, you get to keep the banger. And there's no consistency. Can't beat it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Bulls are reclaiming VWAP right now. Dun dun dun. They don't wanna let go of they wanna go up there and try to retest 25K again. Once again. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We're on TikTok and we are on YouTube. CPI Eve, ladies and gentlemen. CPI is coming in hot in the morning. Oh yeah, Micron reported earnings, right? Tomorrow we have Nike and FedEx reporting earnings. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Okay. Yep, Apex has consistency. But you know what? I've seen some people just ignore it just to get into the cushion. So there's different ways to approach it. I know some traders that just ignore it completely. They're like, consistency, whatever. Let me run this account up. So they'll ignore the consistency, get into cushion, and then just slowly build it up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Trading is Life says, I'm scared to trade NY near the start because of all the crashes. Yes. If anything, shrink your size. That's it. Because 100 points of a micro isn't that bad. 100 points of a mini, then we're talking big bucks. So if you do play closer to open, just shrink the size. Dang, man, I'm trying to get like you. You're gonna make me uh, activate this Topstep account. Dang, 12K, man. Insane. Salute, man. That's really good. I've been looking for a banger like that. I think the biggest play I've had on Topstep is like 3-4K, something like that. I want one of those 40Ks. load up the minis. I play like 10 to 20 micros. I played like 10 to 20 micros today. Nice. That's what's up. So you just did you just like size in on the way down? Lone Wolf Blue 66 says PA Palladium also at all-time highs. Dun dun dun. Look at that. The metals are running. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, guys, what time is it? It's CPI time. CPI is coming in hot. Why does it do this? We have detected inactivity during your complete the verification to continue your. Why does it do that? My mic is on. I'm talking. What are they looking for? I don't know what they're looking for. Unable to verify. What? Why do they do this? I'm confused. Why does TikTok do this? Inactivity? How? I'm confused. We have detected. I don't know. It's weird. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Oh, I wonder if is there a way to like, is there a way to like filter these? I don't know. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Ezekiel. Oh, do they really highlight it? Oh, maybe. Do they highlight the comments? Ooh, okay. They might highlight it. Shout out to Brizzy Trades. Bulls are trying to reclaim VWAP. They are above. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Ooh, my bad. Platinum is at 1992. Nice. Trading His Life says, yeah, I size in at the start of it. Doesn't start at the start. If it doesn't go my direction right away, it doesn't go. Yep. When is CPI? CPI is at 8:30 Eastern time, AM. 8:30 Eastern. Volatility is coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. CPI is going to be a banger. I can feel it. But which direction we go in, nobody knows. Nobody knows. After I take my payout on my 12K, I'll get 5K. So does that mean I'll still have a 7K balance I can get payout from? Yes. So the thing is, you're just going to have to restart the process. You're going to have to do 150 again for 5 days. TJ Dundee says, I have a feeling that this beat down last 4 days before CPI is a setup, shakeout before breakout. Possibly. We were talking about it earlier, man. If they push this thing back to the highs, that would be crazy. Then I'll be like, man, somebody really want this Santa rally to happen. But they got work to do to get back to all-time highs. But if CPI could be the catalyst to the upside, we'll see. Trading is Life says, do you have a strategy for playing CPI? I usually trade evals. Here and there I'll touch a PA, but it'll be small size. And then I'll just play off of pivot points, key levels on the chart. The thing is, even with all the volatility, the main levels still are the main levels. Your day highs, day lows, 50% retracement of previous day, all of them still, they all are still active when the price action's going crazy during the data drop. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, guys, let's get some rest, man. We got CPI in the morning. Shout out to Sports Mode. What's going on? Is that a funded account? No, what you see on the screen is a eval, Apex eval. I'm gonna try to pass it for a CPI tomorrow. What's going on, Sports Mode? What do you trade and how long have you been trading? Shout out to Super Z. What's going on? It's gonna be interesting, man. CPI could send us in either direction. Trading is Life says, all right, maybe I'll grab an eval in the morning. Yeah, because the price action gets crazy, man. So it's best not to put your PA up, put your PA into the fire, unless you're like deep in the cushion. Then you can play around with it. But if you're still building up a funded account, take your time. Wait for the dust to settle after CPI. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Super Z says going to 698 guaranteed. Shout out to Sports Mo. Sports Mo says, is that a funded account? No, eval. Apex eval. All right, maybe we're on YouTube and TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? It's about that time, man. We gotta get some rest. Trading is Life says, so does put limit orders. Yes. Shout out to Trading is Life. Yeah, you can do that with evals. With PAs, I don't know, but I know with evals, you can do that. That's kind of how I play the evals and see if you can catch the move. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to Trading is Life. Shout out to Johnny Dundee. Shout out to Lone Wolf Blue 66 in the building. The Silver Surfer. Shout out to MSG UFO. Shout out to Muna Mars 301. Shout out to Trading is Life 001. Shout out to Olu. Shout out to Apex Clippers. Shout out to B. Hendrix, the Mod Squad. Shout out to Seon0325. Shout out to Sparta. This is Sparta. Shout out to ERB Consult. Shout out to Filmstar26. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Who else was in here? Shout out to Filmstar26. Shout out to Jay Dundee. Johnny Dundee, West Coast in the building. Shout out to Prolific Trades. Shout out to who else? Everybody in the chat. Shout out to the Red Candles Nation. Shout out to Kobop. Shout out to Devin. Who else was in here? Shout out to MSG UFO. Shout out to Techno 2012. Shout out to Bowser Trades. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to Dennis Kenyon Hot Sauces. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Chris Stamper. And shout out to Brandon Cruisin. We in here, man. All right, guys. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. We are in here. Wow, Bulls are trying to hold. It's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. CPI is going to be very interesting. I don't know if I'm going to be live. Maybe. We'll see. It depends. I might be doing like a couple things at once. So we'll see. If there's too much going on, I might not be live. Shout out to Jay Dundee. Lone Wolf Blue says, I trade with 5 contracts myself. Micros, MNQ. Shout out to Jay Dundee. Jay Dundee says, most of the time, best to be on the sideline during the red folder news. Yeah, because it can get real volatile. Super volatile. All right, guys, I got to go. I got to get some rest, guys. All right, guys, happy Wednesday. Hit the like button on the way out. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. We have FedEx earnings tomorrow at the bell. We have Nike earnings at the bell tomorrow. We have CPI bright and early. It's going to be interesting. Which way we go. Shout out to Chris Canoof. What's going on? Chris Canoof is in the building. Red Candles Nation is in the building. All right, guys. You guys be safe. Get some rest. CPI is coming in hot. We got to recharge so we can play this volatility. You guys be safe. Discipline equals freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Trust the process. Do not rush the process. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Base hits win the game. Stack base hits. That's the name of the game. Stack base hits. This is a marathon, not a sprint. When you sprint, these markets will make you pay. When you try to move too fast. So take your time, bit by bit, brick by brick. Keep on going. You guys be safe. Happy Wednesday. It's CPI Eve. It's going down tomorrow. We'll see which direction we go in. Be good to yourselves and be good to others, ladies and gentlemen. Be good to yourselves and be good to others. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Good night. Be safe, guys. Peace.